great rendition of the national anthem. Terry Glassey's the captain of the Australian Cook Islanders. He's a veteran of football. He's played a lot of games over here, and he'll keep these young blokes in line. And this is going to be a cracking game. I've been looking forward to this ever since it was announced. We've got the referees from Australia. His name is Cameron White, and his surname's appropriate because if you have a look at him, he's white. And they've just had the toss, and we'll be off very shortly. Ozzy's the captain of the local team, plays out of the Bulldogs, and a wholehearted footballer. He's a Manahikian-blooded boy, and this is going to be a cracking game of football. I would actually tell you to strap in and enjoy this game. And the good thing is the local teams come up with a different jumper. It's lime green, light in colour with white, where the Aussies are in the traditional green and gold. And here we go. And there's a big run and a big tackle. And that's how the game's going to be played. There was 4 Aussies in that tackle. A big number 3 got monster. Oh, the ball's gone to nobody. Luckily, Tuma was awake and he picked the ball up, number 13. That's Tuma Hunter, good little footballer. There's a good run from the dummy half. He's up to the 30-metre mark. And the referee's letting him go. Here goes Oswald. He's into him. Oh, his head goes back, so the big tackle. That's David. Played at Barbecue quite a few games. He's Andre Hero, and he's been got. He's on the halfway mark. Out on the side. Good solid start this game. And the ball's up in the air, and the referee's watching it. It's bounced everywhere, and he's trouble. He's got hold of it. He's off. It's a fullback. Now we'll see what the Australians are made of. So the dummy half's looking for a runner. That's a good run there from number 12, which is William Samuels. And they're going to run the ball up into the middle. That's number 4, Noah. Good solid start. Clive wants a quick play the ball. Terry Glassey's got the ball out. That's a big run. I think that's Eric Newbiggie. He's a local boy. Big lump of a lad. He went away a little fella and he's come back a monster. They're 15 metres out. Last tackle coming up. So we'll see what them. They're going the blind side. Quick pass. They're going to be held up right on the try line. So it's a changeover. Good start by both teams. So the locals have got the ball. They're 5 metres out. Oh, good solid tackle. This game is going to be serious. Oh, there's a little knock on. That's bad football. Bad football from the locals. 15 metres out. There's a knock on from the play to ball. So we're going to have a scrum go down. It's going to be an Aussie. I'll call them the Aussies. It's going to be an Aussie scrum and feed. So see what they got lined up here. There's plenty of good players in the Australian team, and there's plenty of good players in our local team. So Locke's got the ball. He's got it out. They're running with the ball. He should have passed. He had the inside runner, but he didn't pass the ball. That's number Sato Opo, number 6. And Tuma Hunter's got hold of him. Tuma, only 80 kilos, but he plays like he's 200 kilos, and he's over. Easy try, straight through the meat of the play of the locals. Easy try. Right underneath the arches, so it's 4-0.
Beautiful try by the Australians.
So it's going to be 6-0 very shortly. And the locals are going to have to pick their game up if they're going to let them run through that easy. And while we've got the kick going on, I just want to thank our sponsors, the PNG Sports Corporation. They're called the Sports Authority in New Guinea. And I just want to thank the board and the CEO for sponsoring our live stream, and PNG players that are due to be arriving here today or tomorrow. And we appreciate what they're doing for us. The kick's going to be taken by number 6, Sato. It shouldn't be too difficult for him to put this over. So it's 4-0, soon to be 6-0. He couldn't miss this, he could throw it over. Straight over the black dot. And there's no black dot. Oh yeah, there is a little one. But the local boys will be very disappointed in that, because he went straight through our forwards and virtually went untouched. So that's the wake-up call our players need. I mean, our local players, because they're all Cook Islanders. So we'll see what happens now. So the locals kick off. Down in the corner there. The big forwards are coming up. Big run, big tackle. And they try to break him in half. And that's silly football. That's from number 13, Tama Hunter. Silly football, Tama. They've taken a quick kick. They're on the halfway line. They've got the tap. They've got 6 tackles. And the dummy half's tapped the ball, and he's run straight into our forwards, but he hasn't gone anywhere. 3 of them got hold of him. They're pushing him backwards. And pushing and shoving, the referee should call held. There's another big run. They're good damaging runs, those runs. They come out wide. Oh, beautiful bend. Let's get out of the way. You're in my way, and cop that. The locals have got to stiffen their defence up, otherwise it's going to be a walkover. Here's Big Terry's gone for the dunk. They've got an overlap here if they get the ball out. The winger's in. Great try. Beautiful football. Beautiful football. Quick passing.
Another beautiful try by Australia.
And you've got to understand that the ball will always beat the man. And that's good football. I'm just waiting for him to turn around. I can tell you who scored the try. He's not turning around. But that's what football's all about. Quick passes, take off quick. Our local blokes are used to a slower sort of a game, and that's not good enough. And I think that try was scored by Eric Newbigging, who's a two-papa boy. Played a lot of football here, and then he went overseas to further his career, and I'm sure it was Eric who scored the try. And we've got number 6, Sato, kicking for goal. It's 10-0 at the moment. Kick to come. Got an unusual style. It's half of Johnny Wilkinson and half his own, I think. Moves in, got it up in the air, looking for it to come around, but to the right of the post. So it's 10-0 in favour of the Aussie Cook Islanders, and our local boys got to get into this game. We've got some good footballers, but they haven't even seen the ball yet. I think the Aussies will be pretty happy with the way they've started. Junior kicks off, down in the corner again, been picked up, going to run the ball out. Tama's in for the tackle. He's the smallest bloke in the team and he's the first into the tackle. I wish some of our big boys learn a lesson from him. Out we go. They're running hard. Another great tackle from Tama Hunter again. I'd like $1 for every tackle he makes. They're on the halfway line. Little knock on. Tama's a good kid. He's he boxes for me. He's a great fighter, but he's only 82 kilos, and he's doing all the hard yakka, and he should be having a go at these forwards for not getting in there. And we've got some big bulky forwards, and they're not doing their job. So we've got a knock on there. It's a local scrum and feed, just short of a halfway line. We've got some stars out in the back line, and there's the first chance we're going to see to getting the ball out. Tama's got the ball. He's been monstered, been pushed backwards. Here we go. Oh, it's one out. That's big. That's big. Number 8. Number 3. Here we go. Is Tua Ravula. He's a great footballer, but he needs to be getting a better run with the ball than that. His junior's got the ball. He's gone out wide. Oh, big hit. Big tackle. The Aussies are up for this. They're up for this. They're all appealing for a penalty, but the referee hasn't seen any. Oh, knock on. Can't do that. 30 metres out. And the local boys have put the ball down. 10-0 down. It's all going the Aussies' way. $10-0, 2 tries, 1 conversion. And Bobby Hanson's our coach for the local boys. He's the water boy, but I'm sure he's given them plenty of messages. That's good football. Good tackle from Tua. There's the dummy halves off. That's number 6 who took the kicks for goal. Sato, he's been knocked down. Quick play the ball they wanted. Clive Nicholas who took the ball up. Here's big number 11. And that's David. You got runners all over the place, the Aussies. Got the ball away. Here's trouble. Here's trouble. He's pulled down 2 metres short of a try line and lost the ball. That's a good break for the local team. We need a bit of luck to go our way for the local boys. They're 10-0 down, but they're just not in the game at the moment. But they've got to understand these guys come over from Australia, they're Cook Islanders, and they want to do their families proud here. So we've got a replacement for the local team, and it's number 15, Logan, so he'll stiffen up the defence. So out they come. It's Kale Iro, Kevin's son, contracted to the Auckland Warriors. I think he's playing in the under-20s at the moment, but he's a good little footballer. But he needs a bit of room to move. But our boys are getting monstered at the moment. There's Tua, he's off because he knows the forwards aren't doing anything. There's Logan, been barreled. Good tackle, good run from Tua and Logan. Here's Tama. Littlest man in the team. Where's these big forwards? Out they come to Junior. He's put a kick in, but nobody's chasing it. Not a bad kick. It's going to sit up. It's going to go dead. Just gone dead. So they can't take a quick tap because the man who took the ball passed it up to the 22. So it's a tap. Gosh almighty. Number 13 makes the tackle again. That's a forward pass, ref. Oh, get stuck into them, locals. The difference in the running, you can see it there. If you watch it, that's William Samuels. He's on the halfway line. They're running with determination. Oh, the big shoulder charge. That's from Logan. That's his trademark. But he missed him. Out it comes. Little kick. Here's trouble. Well picked up. That's been picked up well. That's Hooky now. No, it's not Hooky, it's Storm, I think. 35 metres out from the locals try line. Out it comes. One out running. You're not going to get past these Australians. They're too well trained for that. You've got to put some passes together. The referee's letting it all go. Oh, big hit. The whole head went back then on the halfway line. And that's the old master, Terry Glassy. He sat that man down really hard. This is young Mr. Hero, and he's off. Kale's off. He's only got the fullback to beat. Great run, Kale. Great run. Great try. Great footballer. He's one of our most promising young footballers, and the Warriors know that, and they've got him on a term contract. He's a great little footballer, that boy. Well, he's not the youngest son, but I think he's the second youngest son of Kevin and Tina. Grandparents are here, and the grandparents just come to see that boy play football because he's a classy little footballer. That's the first spark we've seen from the local team. So Junior's taking the kick from wide out. And this is a difficult field to kick on. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes. Normally Junior's an 80% kicker, 90% kicker, so we'll see how he goes.
A beautiful try by the resident.
But we've got to see more of that from the local boys. They're just not in the game at the moment. Oswald's out there talking to them and telling them, we've got to get stuck into these blokes. We can't let them run. And we've got to gang tackle them. Junior's got it lined up. Very deliberate kicker, Junior. Moves in. It's up in the air. Doesn't look too bad, but it's missed. So it's 10-4 to the Aussies. But at least that was a good reply. So let's see if the locals can do a bit better than what they've been doing. We've got the players, but they're just not getting set alight. Up they go. Junior's taking it on the chest, and the referee says that'll do, that's a knock on because it got near his arms. Bad football from the locals. We've got a scrum going down 10 metres out from the try line. That's the Aussie scrum and feed, and I think we might have a few problems here for the local boys. If they're running with determination, Clive Nicholas is the lock, so he's got the ball, he's got it out wide of a 5'8". They've got it out wide. They've covered it up. That's tackle one. They're 10 metres out. Holding him down in the tackle, so they got a penalty. 10 metres out. The Aussies are going to take the tap. They got it out. There's a big run. They were reluctant to go in and make the tackle. He's only a metre out. They've got to meet him. Terry Glassy's got the ball out wide. That's a good tackle. That'll be Tua. He knows how to tackle. They've gone the blind again. They've turned it inside to Sato. It's gone on the ground. And there's a knock on. The referee says no, it went back. It's Sato again. They've got him. They haven't got him. They've got him. They've got him down. 35 metres out. Logan's all over him. And Sato pushes Logan away, and Logan will be laughing at him. That's with got the ball, the locals, and he's gone out. Gone out. James Strickland. He hasn't been in the game too often and he's made a big mistake there. So we've got a scrum going down on the 10 metre from the sideline, 10 metres out from the try line. So we're inviting the Aussies in to try and score a try here. 10-4 while the scrum's going down. I just want to thank the Ports Authority and Port Moresby for their sponsorship of the live streaming and of their support for the PNG team that we're going to see later in the week. The ball's been turned inside. There's Tama trying to tackle him. They go on to the right. Big dummy thrown, but they haven't fallen for him. They're 10 metres out. That's a good tackle from KL. Yeah, Terry's set it up. Terry knows they're vulnerable in the middle and he's got the ball right into the middle, a couple of metres out from the try line. Stupid football. We've got another penalty to the Aussies, 5 metres out. You just can't keep inviting these guys in to score a try. Number 4, he's over. He's over. Bad football. Noah Easton. That was just a gift. I'm sorry to say. But the locals have just said, hey, if you want to score a try, we'll give you another penalty. You run onto the ball and we won't meet you and you can score whenever you want to. Bad football from the local team. But the Aussies are playing well, but they're here to win the game. They're not here for a holiday. Charlie Hoff brings this team over, very motivated. And they play high-level football in Australia. They're in the New South Wales Cup, most of these. A couple of them have been in the Storm under-20s team and in the Tigers. And they're very experienced players. They play at a different speed to our fellas. Here's an easier kick for Sato. Shouldn't have any trouble with this. It's 14-4, the kick to come. Moves in and curls it around. 16-4, it's all one-way traffic. All one-way traffic. And the locals aren't out of this game. They just got to get involved in the game and get stuck into it. They're just letting the Aussies run at will. They're not meeting them in the tackle. There's no venom in the tackles. And they don't have to do too much to improve their game. Waiting for the kicking tee, the dreaded kicking tee. The referee should say to him, you haven't got a kicking tee out there, kick it from the ground. So Junior's got it all set up. Down it goes, been picked up. Here comes one of their big forwards. Boom, into it. And it looks like Logan over the top. No Aussie. Look at the determination in these runs. They're going straight through our local boys. It's only a matter of time before they keep going. Oh, his head goes back. There's a cracking tackle there. And that was from, it looks like Andre, number 12. We're on the halfway line. Terry Glassey's marshalling all his men. They're going to put the kick down. They've got 5 fellas chasing it. It's up in the air. James, you're well taken, James. He was in all sorts of trouble if he missed that. The Aussies had 4 chasing the ball. And he's caught the ball. There's a bit of a push and shove. But they shake hands, which is good. Here we go, 1 out. Let's put some passes together, boys. We're not going to win this game running 1 out. Here's Tua. Tua's a great footballer. He's a good footballer, this boy. Got it away, but he's passed it to the Aussies. And there was a knock on there, but the referee says, play on. Great run, Tua, but you need some help. There's Clive Nicholas is into it. It's 40 metres out. They're dancing around. Here comes another big bopper. He's had a great game, number 12 from the Australians, William Samuels. He's been knocked down 40 metres out. That's Oswald. Luckily number 12 was coming across there because that guy was off. And that was just an afterthought, otherwise he was going to score. That's Big Eric's got the ball away. We're just letting our fellas run. There's number 4, he's been dropped short. Noah again, he's a try scorer earlier. They're a couple of metres short of a try line. There's a little bit of a kick. Here's a chance for play on. It's KL, he's off. He's off to the races. Go KL. Whoa, 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 whoa. Great football, KL. Great footballer, son. That's a great try, an individual try. And his grandparents are clapping. I don't think it was a beautiful try for the Cook Island locals. It was just an individual try.
Reminds me of my day when I was playing netball.
Yeah, but that's why the Warriors have signed him up. He's on a contract with the Warriors. Great footballer. He's an Ararungi boy, Kevin Hero's son, and I don't think Kevin could have done that. A great young boy, that fella. I think he's only 18 this year, but it makes it 16-8, the kick to come. The only reason we're in the game is because of KL scored 2 tries. But I'm a rap for the young bloke, and he can go on to great things, that boy. Junior's got an easy kick in front. As I said earlier, we're not playing bad. We're just not in the game. But at 16-10, I think the local boys will be happy with the score.
Yes.
I think the local boys will be happy with the score because they played not good football. They're only 6 behind. So if they can play some decent football in the second half, we'll be up shortly. We're in this game. But they've got to start playing as a team. Like it's just been 2 individual tries to a brilliant young player. That's kept them in the game. And we've got some stars out there. They're just not getting the ball at the right time. Down it goes. Storm's got the ball. He'll run it up. Oh, goose step. That went out with David Campese. 20 metres out. Tackle 1. Here goes Tua. Tua shouldn't have to do that. He's the centre. We've got forwards to do that. He's been dropped 30 metres out. He doesn't know anything but run hard. And look at this. The only player that went with the dummy half was Tamahana. Terry Glassy was all over him. Oh, that's play on, which is lucky. He goes KL again. He's nearly got through. He's on the halfway line. Still going. Great little footballer, KL. I think they might have heard him. Here we go. Oh, back into the forwards. It's not the place to go. Got the kick up in the air. The fullback's underneath it. He's going to let it go. So we're going to come back to 22. They just need to get the ball, the locals, and try and do something before half-time. So many commentators will tell you this before and after half-time is a crucial part of a game, and we need something to happen for the local boys. Look at this. Great tackle. Great 3-man tackle. First man in the tackle, Tamahana. There he is. He's making another tackle. On forwards, get into the game. Get stuck into these Aussies. That's better. Put them on the ground. Here comes Big Terry. Terry will soften them up. Great run, Terry. I'm a fan of Terry Glassy. Here they go. They're going to put the kick up. They're all offside, ref. So it's pick up, play on. Kale says, I've done enough work, somebody else can do it. We've got the locals got the ball, they're 35 metres out from their own try line. That's Storm, he's got it over, they're 40 metres out. We need some of these guys to take the ball up. They're on the halfway mark. Good solid tackle from the Aussies. Out we go. There's Andre, he's off. That's Kale's older brother. If Andre had Kale's speed and if Kale had Andre's hard running, we'd have good footballers. But look at these Aussies, they're into these tackles. Junior's got the ball out, Logan's got it out. Oh, big hit. Big tackle, had to be made. There we go. We're going to run it, which is good. James Strickland put a little dinky kick over the top. He's picked it up, put the ball away, and they're in. Great football, James. Great football, James.
What a beautiful try.
And everybody will know who live on the island of James Strickland, Kale, Iro are cousins, and it runs in the family. 14, 16, and the locals have come good. That was a little bit of individual brilliance from James, a little kick over the top, regained the ball, got the ball out, and we got a game now. Kick in front, Junior will take his time. 16-0 is a bonus score for the local boys. The Australians will be down there saying, how did they get back into this game? And KL and James's grandparents are sitting here and they're clapping everything they're doing. They're exciting two boys, these fellas. And Andre's out there, he's the other brother. So Junior's taking his time. He knows it's important to go to the break. 16 all. It'll be a good result for the locals. Never look like missing. What's the score? 16 all. I hope I'm right. I'm the only one doing the scoring. Even the MC's not doing the scoring. But I've got a 16 all. And game on. Game on. I think the Aussies would be a little bit shocked with this score. Up we go. Let it go, Junior was going to go out on the full. Storm's got the ball. He's been monstered. That's... Oh. There's another big tackle over the top by Mr. Terry Glassy on Joe Hofflich. Logan's passed the ball inside. Tua's pushed him off. He needs some help. He needs some help. He's still going.
Score now is 16 all.
Out it comes.
16 all. That's our score.
Oh, big tackle from the Aussies. 40 metres out from the Aussies. Should have been a penalty. Silly football from the Aussies. Is their big... Oh, he's gone from a tap. There's nobody with him. He should have kicked for the line and started out 10 or 15 metres out. Here we go again. It's one out. We've got to put passes together, boys. Come on, we want a quick play to ball. Let's go. Out we come. Here's Logan's got the ball out. Oh, there's a tackle with no arms. The referee obviously thinks they're allowed over here, but they're not. That was a tackle with no arms. With 10 metres out, got a couple of tackles up their sleeve. If they can score here, this will be a bonus for the locals. They've gone on the inside. They're just pulled up on the try line. They're a metre short. Last tackle coming up. And the dummy half's gone. And they're going to rule a try. Try to the dummy half. I don't know who the dummy half is, but he's caught him napping. Great try.
Try by Listed.
That's a great try, and I can't believe that the locals are in front. It's been all Aussies, and now it's all locals. Great game of football, this one. I'm looking forward to the second half because it's going to be a cracking half. But that's just good football from the locals. They had a bit of brilliant football from Kale Hero, a bit of brilliant football from his cousin James Strickland. That's just a good run from Dunny half. Now it's 2016 to the locals, and the kick to come, and Junior knows this is an important kick. He's got to put this over. Moves in, up in the air. Never look like missing. Great kick, Junior. Great kick. That's 22-16 according to my score. I hope I'm right because I think I'm the 22-16 Popper. Great.
Outside, yeah.
Great game of football now. It's on for young and old. You want to win the game. It's there to be won by either team now. So the Aussies kick off. They're all offside behind your referee, but that's a bad mistake from the Aussies. It's out on the full, and Terry won't be happy with that. He likes to play no mistakes football, and I'll tell you, he'll be talking to these boys at half time. So we've got a penalty going to the local team. Junior's going to take it. Hopefully he can kick it out and put us back into a position. Oh, that kick has gone out. He's made 5 metres, but the important thing is he's got it out. Off we go. Here's Tua. Gosh, he's a good hard runner. I wish some of the other boys had run that hard. Junior's got the ball. He's given it to Logan. Logan's into him. Now we're starting to see these local boys play at their best. Here's Andre. Oh, he's been hit with a rocket. They got stuck right into him. There's 3 of them in the tackle, but he's 15 metres out. Got plenty of tackles up their sleeve. Out it comes to Tuma. Tuma's going to try and set this back line on fire. They're gone to Junior. Bad pass. And it's a knock-on. Bad pass, Junior. They had a set move and the ball's hit the turf. There was going to be an overlap there, but it just didn't come off. So we've got a scrum going down on the 30-metre mark. It's an Aussie scrum and feed. Ball's in, it's out. Sato's got the ball. Tuma's around the ankles. Tuma Hunter, his dad's over on the hillside. His dad will be proud of him. There's a great tackle. They're getting right into it now, the locals. There's 4 in the tackle. Here comes the big boppers. That's better. The locals are getting 2 and 3 into all the tackles now. They're really warming up. Now they come out wide. Oh, big hit from Tua. Great tackle, Tua. That stopped him. Logan's over the top. Joe Hofflich is in there helping. And there's an injury here. Tua's dropped this bloke like a stone. Good legal tackle, but hard. And it's good. The locals are getting, I think they now realise they can win this game, so they're going to get stuck into these Aussies. And it's turning into a great game of football. The old veteran Terry Glassey's looking at him and saying, hey, what's wrong with you blokes? Let's get stuck into them. Terry is a warrior. He's a good friend of mine. I know his dad. He's played football, Australia, New Zealand, Cook Islands. He's a national player, but he's a fierce competitor and he's a great bloke. And I can't say enough good things about him. But this number 5 from the Cook Islanders, Henry Manu. He's a bit wobbly. The trainer's looking at him. Manu, if you remember the guy who played for the East and for New Zealand, who was a star, James Manu. I don't know, he might be related to him. Hopefully he is. Manu's a very popular name over here. But they're cleaning him up. Come on, ref, let's get on with the game. If he's that injured, get him off the field. If it's blood, put him in the blood bin. I don't know what's wrong with him, but I'm telling you, putting water on a blood injury, that all it's going to do is make the blood run more. But then again, I'm a boxing trainer, but I laugh when I see people putting water on blood because all it does is make the blood run more. He's been replaced by David. He's a great footballer. Terry's got the ball and he's into it. He's going to lead from the front, always does. Clive Nicholas, the dummy half. They're going back. Here we go again. We've got 3 blokes chasing the ball. James has taken it well. Good, solid footballer, James. Plays for Arangi, come out of Mount Albert Grammar. And here we go. Storm's got the ball. He's off. I got it down as 14 hooky, but I don't think it's hooky. Oh, Tom has been monstered. But he'll get up. He's a hard little boy. Here goes Logan. He's into him. And our blokes are getting... he's lost the ball, Logan. But I think our local players are getting a little bit of self-belief in themselves. So we've got a scrum going down, and the Aussies haven't been down this end of the field for a while with the ball, so they're 40 metres out from the locals' try line. It says scrum and feed. So let's hope they can do something from this scrum. Been a great game of football. I hope you're enjoying it. It's a pleasure to call games like this. You know, they're all Cook Islanders. They're Cook Island players. And off they go. Oh, big run from number 8. A great tackle. Tua's a great tackler. Here goes Terry. He's into him again. There's Tama around his ankles like a little greyhound. That's silly football, Tama. Pulled his leg out. All you've done is put him 30 metres out, 6 tackles up their sleeve, and you can't invite good players into that area. And Tama made the tackle. Here we go, this big bopper, he's into it. Big run. He's been brought down 5 metres out. There's the halfway. The locals will try and hang on here because they're in front. They're gone back inside. They're going to try and hold him up, and that should be half-time. The referee mustn't have heard the hooter because they've had to blow it again.
Yes,
so we're going to go to a break, and the score's 22.
22-16.
It's 22-16 to the local. We'll be back for the second half shortly.
Thank you.
Ball on our hands.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving to the second half.
22-16. The locals are kicked off. It's a deep kick. It's down in the corner. That's a forward pass, ref. But we'll let it go because we don't worry about forward passes. And I think you'll find the Aussies will really get stuck into this now. And the locals are going to have to be right on their mettle because this is going to develop. Big tackle. Logan over the top. Big hard run, and underneath was Tama Hunter. And there's Tama in for another tackle. He's the smallest fella on the field and does all the hard work. And Andre's given away a penalty right on the halfway mark. You can't invite teams into your half. It doesn't matter what you say, that's bad football. Here we go, the dummy half was looking for a runner, but there was nobody there. Unfortunately for the locals, he's fallen over, but he's 25 metres out. Plenty of tackles up their sleeve. In they go. And they're 20 metres out. And he's lost the ball, but it's been scragged, so the referee says you can have a penalty. And that's William Samuels, number 12 for the locals. He's played well. Here we go, this big bopper, number 16. His name is Elias. He's a big man. Tummer was on the bottom of it. There's a big run and he's over. He's over. I think it's Eric Newbigging, number 8. And if it is Eric, that's his second try. And straight away, the locals have let the Aussies back into the game. Stupid football, give them a penalty. Their defence on their try line has been terrible, in my opinion. And you can't invite good teams to run from short positions on the try line without getting stuck into them. And this is going to be an interesting kick because it's 22-20, kick to come. He shouldn't miss this. Oh, he's trying to do it the old way. Dig a hole in the ground. They must have seen some old footage, this man. But it's on for young and old now. The game is there to be won.
To make 22 all.
Sato's got this kick and he hasn't had too much luck, but he shouldn't miss this one. But Terry Glassy will be winding these fellas up because he knows they're back in the game now. They needed to score in straight away in the second half. So if you can kick this, it'll make it 22 all and game on. Moves in, never looked like missing.
And the score now is 22 all.
I just want to thank our sponsors for today, the Cook Island Rugby League, Bucket TV, and the Ports Authority in PNG, and I want to thank the Ports Authority Board and the CEO for this live streaming of all these games in the Tri-Series, and it's going to be a great series. So, game on now, 22 all. Junior kicks off down into the corner. The ball's sitting up. There's a good run. He's got the ball out. Logan was down the bottom. And Joe Hofflich says another good run. Logan trying to kill him. Logan's got hold of him. Oh, Joe Hofflich is into the forwards. Making too much easy ground, the Aussies. They're back up to the halfway mark. Here they go. Oh, that's a good tackle. KL, but he's got the ball away. He's a very elusive runner, this boy. This is Josh. And he's got it down to the 30-metre mark. A couple of tackles up their sleeve. The locals have got to be on their mettle here because this is where trouble comes. Change over, lost the ball. Here goes Storm, little goose step, straight into these big forwards. Big Eric Newbigging, Papa local boy. Played a lot of football here as a junior. Oh, big hit, big tackle. Storm will know about that one. Out we go. Oh, here's Andre. He runs hard, he plays hard, and he's a tough boy. That's Kale's older brother. Oh, bad football. They've got to get their passes together, the local boys. Last tackle coming up. So obviously it's going to go up in the air. Junior's got the ball. Nice high kick out to the wing. It's on there, but it's been well taken by number 6, Sato.
Just reminding ladies and gentlemen, on Monday at 5, the two same team will be playing here.
They're trying to hold him.
That's the second test between the Australian
Logan's gone for his
and the
trademark shoulder charge and missed him. And the bloke's made 20 metres and they've got a penalty. Bad football from the local team. Logan's got to understand sometimes you've got to make tackles. You just can't charge in and try and knock them over.
From both teams to play against the BNG team coming over.
So we've got a penalty going to be Aussies right on the halfway mark. 6 more tackles. In they come. And that's silly football from Tama. He was tackled. And you're just giving him another 20 yards. That's silly football. They're taking a tap. If it had been me, I would have been kicking for the line. That's David, who played for Arbitu a couple of games in the rugby league, and he's lost the ball. There's a lucky break for the local team. Could have easily been a penalty to him. So it's game on. It's 22 all. And here comes Big Oswald. Number 10. Great footballer, Oswald. He's a Manahikian boy. All his uncles and his family's here to watch him. Plays for the Bulldogs. Good bloke. Getting bigger every time I see him. So out it comes. There's Tua playing lock and he's off. Gosh, he's a hard runner. Got the ball out. Tackle one. There's Joe Hofflich, but there's nobody with him. Joe's a good little footballer. Tackle 2. Oh, here goes Logan. He's into him. Oh, and they've given it to him. But Logan's a hard man. He plays hard. He don't mind it getting knocked around. He goes, Andre, he's into it. They're 30 metres out. This is really getting tight. This is tight game this way. Out we go. Cut out pass out wide. Here goes Tua. You know his trademark running. He's got through. He's got the ball away. And they're over. Great try, locals. Great try. And I think it's that man again. Tua's a great runner with the ball. That's a hat trick to KL. His grandparents are over there lapping it all up. I don't see his dad anywhere. But gosh, he's a good footballer. You can understand why the Warriors have got him on a contract. It's when he gets the ball, playing outside a player like Tua can make the breaks, he can make the man, he can give you a good pass, and you've just got to finish it off. And that's a hat trick. And hat tricks are hard to score in any game. So that's put the locals back on the front foot. This is a difficult kick, but Junior's a good goal kicker. He kicks for Arbitu. On his day, he's a 90% kicker. So we'll see how he goes here. It's important that he kicks this. Puts him a converted try out in front. If he can kick it, it's 26-22. Takes his time, he knows it's important. Moves in. Yes! It's just snuck over. So the locals are back in front, 28-22, a converted try. So that's a good individual try made by Tua, finished off by KL. Deadly situation, those two guys. One's a young boy and one's a mature player, but they're playing well together. So the Aussies are kicking off. Down into the corner, Clive Nicholas. Here we go. Here goes Storm. Storm's doing his goose. Been rounded up 25 metres out. And here we go. That's a good run. That'll be Joe Hofflich. Right around the neck. Accidental. Clive. And Eric Newbiggie, but I think it was Clive's arm. And we've got a tap on the halfway mark. Out we come. Out to Andre. Andre will run the ball. He's not a good passer of the ball, but he's a hard runner. He got the ball. He's lost it. The changeover. Bad run. Andre should have hung onto the pill. So it's the Aussies have got the ball right on the halfway mark. They need to get down the upper end. He's a big fella, this boy. So they're 35 metres out. A couple of tackles up their sleeve. They're going to run the... Oh, there's a break. There's a break for the locals. The Aussies put it down. Thomas come up with the ball. So that's negated the danger. Here's KL. It's not your job, KL. Give it to the forwards. He's got it over the halfway line. Good run. Here we go again. Good run. 35 metres out. Couple of tackles up their sleeve. Here we go again. 30 metres out. Oh, dummies everywhere, but nobody's fallen for them. They're going to go to the blind. Junior's taking a big hit. If that's play on, it's over, but he's knocked the ball on. The weakness in the Aussie team is on the wings. That's where all the damage is being done. So I've got a scrum going down. 10 metres out from the Aussies try line. It's an Aussie scrum and feed. So we'll see what happens. Got 90 metres to go. Out it comes. 25 metres out. They're going one out, which is good. The locals will like this. They're running one out, and that's not going to get them anywhere. Tama got a leg again. He's lost the ball. Would have been nice if it was play on, but the referee must have said play the ball. He's lost the ball 40 metres out from the Aussies try line. There's a local scrum and feed, so it'll be interesting. Do you know him?
White total.
Who's that?
Julius.
Here goes Tour again. He's got the ball. He's going to bust these open shortly. He's off. Great run, Tour. Still going. He's got the ball down to the 30-metre mark. Tackle one. They're on the attack. Here we go. There's Oswald. He's off. He's been right around the ankles. Great tackle. Here goes Big Two. He's a big man, number 8. The only young boy got the ball away. Got the ball out wide to KL. And that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. I think it's a try. Try to number 2. Kane. Great try.
By the resident, and to win the score 32.
Quick passing. 32 to 22. Kick to come. That was a brilliant try. And these local boys are believing in themselves, and they're playing good football at the moment, and I think the Aussies are a bit shell-shocked. But while this kick's being taken, I just want to thank our sponsors of the day, Cook Island Rugby League and their president, Charles Carlson and their Vice President Chris Manu, and the Ports Authority of New Zealand, Ports Authority of Port Moresby, and I just want to thank their board and their CEO for paying for the live stream and bringing their team over. And let's hope we can see more of these PNG guys when they get here, and in future time, in next year, maybe the year after, they might become a regular visitor to us. Junior moves in. You got a good angle on this camera. Great kick, but it's curved away. So the score remains 32-22, and the Aussies are still in the game. They just got to put their game back on the plan of the coach gave them in the first half, and they'll be back in this game. But it's been a great game, this game. Got a good crowd here. There's a few on the hill, but most of the crowd's in the stand. There's a big kickoff. Here we go. Big Tulu, he's off, number 3, and he's got it out to the 30-metre mark. He's a great young player. Got the ball away, and that Aussie bloke's all over him. Monstered him. Let's get our forwards into this game, the local boys. Here goes Oswald. Oswald's into him, but there's nobody with him. They're up to the halfway mark. I think the locals are starting to believe in. Here's Tuma, the littlest. Great run, Tuma. Bad luck, there's nobody with you, son. He's lost the ball. But if there had been anybody with him, that could have ended up anywhere. Great run, Tuma. So the Aussies have got the ball. They're 40 metres out. One thing about Tuma, he makes a mistake. He tries to make up for it, and he was the first one into the tackle. They're pushing them back. Here we go. Terry Glassey's back on the field. And he's bang. Big run. Big tackle. Number 8 got him. The delayed pass. He's lost the ball. He's Big Tulu, number 8. Oh, he's KL. He's off. High tackle. Great run, KL. Great run, son. Good footballer, this boy. He's 10 metres out. The referee was going to rule on a high tackle, but he let the play go on. Great run, KL. I can't see your dad anywhere, but your dad would be proud of you, son. It's all locals at the moment. There. He says, I don't want the ball. I've just had a big run. He's dropped the metre out. They got players everywhere. Oh, it's gone to nobody. Tuma's got the ball. He's off. He's looking. He's soft. Been brought down 5 metres out. Last tackle coming up. Here we go. Get it out to your back line runners. Oh, bad kick. Here's trouble. He hasn't got the speed to get away. Great tackle. Great tackle from the halfback. Here we go. The Aussies are on the attack. Oswald's got hold of it. He's pinched the ball. 2 in the tackle. But that slowed the game up. So the Aussies have got a penalty 45 metres out from the locals' try line. Number 5 for the locals is down. But he's not out. He's up. He's down. He's up. Bobby Hanson's checking him. Says, get back into position. Eric Newbigging's coming back on for the Aussies. So we've got a tap for the Aussies. Terry, the dummy half's off. But there's nobody with him. Here we go. Terry's got the ball. He's going to have a go himself. Oh, they're into him. Come here, they say. 5 metres out. got plenty of tackles up their sleeve if they get the ball out wide. Hand in the tackle, I think. 5 metres out. They've got 6 Terry Glasses trying to get over here, but he's been pushed back. He's a metre out. Tackle one. They've got plenty of people out wide. If they can get the ball out wide, they'll score here. And it's gone to Neville nobody. And the locals have got the ball. They've butchered their chance there, the Aussies. And the referee says, leave him alone. It's a penalty to the locals. And the trainer's running out. It could be night time by the time he gets there, but he'll get there. Right, so we've got a tap going to the locals. And here we go. See, I can't believe it. There's your outside centre taking the first pass off a penalty. Where's our forwards? That's their job. But Tua's centre, but he plays like a forward. Here we go. Big run down the middle. 45 metres out from the Aussies try line. Out they come. Oh. That's 40 metres out. A couple of tackles up their sleeve. Here's a chance to put this team away if they want to, if they can get the ball going. Last tackle coming up, they're 30 metres out. So what can they do? I don't think anybody knew what was going to go on there. KL's got the ball, but he won't get through there. Still going. Gosh, he's a good try. It's play on, but it's gone dead. Gosh, he's a good footballer. If you watch the replay, number 3, KL Hero, son of the great Cook Island legend, Kevin Hero, brother to Andre Hero, first cousin to James Strickland, the fullback. Here we go. The Aussies have got the ball. They're 35 metres out from their own try line, and at the moment, they just don't know what to do. They need to do something to get back into this game. There's now 32-22, and they've got to be the next ones to score if they're going to stay in this game. But they're going one out. Here's a good run from Sato, the kicker, but there's nobody with him. And there's still nobody with him. And he's lost the ball. Play on, the referee says. Now they've arrived. The cavalry's arrived. But he's lost the ball. I don't know what the referee's saying. Abel, the linesman, he's standing back, so he's going to play the knock on, but I don't know how the referee missed it. So we're going to have a talk here. The referee's saying, I'll go to the TMO. Oh, he's play on. Try. Well, that shocks me. That shocks me. But the Aussies will take it. So it's now 32-26. I think these Australian referees rely on the TMO too much. If the linesman can call it play on, I don't know why he can't call it play on, because he was right next to the play. But our referees over here got to make their instant decisions. They can't rely on the bunker or any of that rubbish they have in the NRL. So this is an important kick. They're 6 behind. If you can kick this over, it just puts them 4 behind, and it's still game on. And the game's ebbing and flowing. It's going from one end to the other. He hasn't been too reliable in the kicking, this guy, number 6, Sato. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes. He needs this to go over. He moves in. It swung right in. A beautiful kick. Beautiful kick. So it's game on. High scoring game, but it's an exciting game. It's 32-28 to the locals, and we've still got plenty of time to go. But 10-15 minutes to
and
go.
the score now is 32-28.
But
to
the
Resident.
The Cook Island Rugby League will be pleased with this game because it's been a blockbuster. There's Tama first into the tackle. If we've got a standout player for the locals, it's either KL Hero or Tamahata. They've been outstanding, the two boys. They're both young fellas and they're the future of our rugby league. Here we go, the Aussies are off. Terry Glassy got the ball. Terry knows what to do. Get into there. Set the game up. Get your good players into it. Out they come. This is number 22's got the ball. And I haven't got a 22 on the team sheet, so I can't tell you what his name is. If you'll know him, he's got a ponytail. Good little kick, stinky kick for James. He's got it covered. James is a good fullback. He don't make too many mistakes. But they got hold of him. It's 15 metres out. That's tackle one. That's tackle two. And there'll be the dummy halves running. It's not the way to beat these guys. He's got to put some passes together, but he's got it out to the 30-metre mark. There's KL. You can't win it by yourself, son. They've got hold of him this time. But he's still going. He's making ground, going backwards. Got it up to the halfway mark. They're pushing and shoving. The referee's not interested in it. He says, do whatever you like. Here's Tua. Tua's got the ball away. They're 40 metres out. Last tackle coming up. It's been a good set of six for the locals. A little dinky kick. There's nobody there. He might pick this up himself, but it's been covered up by the winger. Good thinking from the local boy. I think they're running out of ideas, the Australians. They're just one out. They're not going to win this game one out. Just threw the ball to nobody. That's Sato. He's been monstered. They're 45 metres out from their own try line. Slow getting up. Out they come. Oh, big hit by Aussie. Great tackle, Oswald. Big hit. That slows them up. Tama's after the kicker. It's a good take. He's let it bounce. He's pushed him out of the way. And that's silly football from the Aussies. He was never going to catch the ball, and he's pushed him out of the way and just given the locals a clean break. That was going to go anywhere, that kick. No good complaining about it. The referee's right. So Junior's put it out. He hasn't made much ground up, but he's got it. There's 45 metres out. They're on the halfway line. Tackle one. The locals are all running. They want the ball. It's a big run. He's got into the forwards. They're 40 metres out. Tackle two. They've got all their back lines out here. Here we go. There's another great run. He's 25 metres out. They've got a quick play to ball. Here goes Aussie. He's off. No. Great run, Oswald. He's looking for somebody to pass, but there was nobody there. 10, 15 metres out. It's silly football from the locals. And I think you'll find they might take the kick for gold here. Yeah. So Junior's going to have an easy shot at a penalty here. Scores 32-28. He'll take his time. It'll make it 6 points, a converted try of a difference. It's been a great game of football, this one. Very enjoyable. I've enjoyed this. Played in a very competitive spirit. Good attitude. No problems. They're all Cook Islanders. And they're all enjoying the game. So Junior's taking his time. He knows it's important. It'll be dark by the time he takes the kick, but he's taken his time. Moves in. No problem. 34-28 for the locals.
And that brings our score to 34-28 to the resident.
So it's a great game of football. It's still only a converted try in the game. And it's been a great game of football. A lot of Cook Island talent on show here today. And especially the younger players. And they're our future. And the more young blokes we get into this game, the better we're going to go in the future. When you got young fellas like KL Hero and Tamahata, it augurs well for a good game of football from our guys. And that's one we're going to have to base our team on. Tama would be leading the tackle count for the local team. Here goes this big forward, he's into him. Number 15, or number 16, Elias. He's lost the ball. Stupid football from the locals, but kicking for goal's not going to do it for them. They're going to have to take a tap and try and score. Terry Glassy wants the ball. He's going to run it up into the forwards. He's going to be brought down 5 metres out. Oh, they've pushed him backwards. The settler, tackle one. Out they go. Long wide pass. They got him covered. That's Eric out there. They're going backwards, the Aussies. They're 2 metres out. Out it comes. They've got to get it out wide. Got a couple of tackles up their sleeve. They're 5 metres out. Out they come. Get it out wide. See what the outside players can do. Oh, they're dancing around, but they're not going anywhere. There's a local boy down. There's a Aussie down. Here's a little kick. Been cleaned up. It's been cleaned up. So we're going to have a 22. So he's forced it over the line. But there's a Cook Island local boy down and there's a Cook Island Aussie boy down. And the referee hasn't seen it yet. Oh, he says, oh, there's some injured players here. I better blow my whistle. So we've got a bit of a break in the play. It's a beautiful afternoon in sunny downtown Rarotonga. We're at the BCI Stadium. It's been a great game of football between the Aussie Cook Islanders and the local Cook Islanders. And while we've got this break in play, I just want to thank our sponsors, Bucket TV, Cook Island Rugby League, and PNG Ports Corporation, known as the Ports Authority in Port Moresby. And I want to thank the board and their CEO for sponsoring the live streaming of the 3 games in the Tri-Series. And let's hope we can be more cooperation between us. And there's a big tackle by the local team. Oswald over the top. And the Aussies look a little bit short of ideas here. And he's lost the ball. He's lost the ball. The referee's called a knock-on. The signaling is a knock-on from the Aussies. The Australian, the local boy must have pinched it and knocked it on. So the scrum's going down. It's the Aussies scrum and feed. They're on the 25-metre mark, and they've got to do something. We've got to be in the last 10 minutes here at least. So this is probably going to be their big and only chance to get back into this game. How long to go, Chris? How long to go? No, we're probably nearly in the last 5 minutes, so they've got to do something here. Terry Glassey's trying to take the ball up, but he can't win it by himself. They've got to get the ball out. And the locals have got to defend this set of 6. There's a big run. That's a big run from Noah at number 4. He's had a great game, that guy, Noah Easton. Slow getting up. That's what Terry's throwing dummies, but he's got the ball away. Here's the chance. But it's been snuffed that out by KL. Good thing, KL. They're going down the blind side. He's on the try line. He's going for the TMO. Held up over the line. If it's held up, he's ruled held up over the line. So it must... Well, I don't know. He's an NRL referee, so I'm not going to say anything. If he's held up over the line, it should be back 5 minutes. 4 minutes to go. Here's a dinky little kick, and it's been gone back. The crowd's calling for a knock on. That's Tahani. Tummer's in there again. He's like a fox terrier. They've got to hold them out, the locals, if they want to win this game. A draw would be a good result, actually. Now they've got it out wide. Now they've got it. Oh, it's gone to Neville nobody. They've blown it again, the Aussies. They've had their chance to win this game. I think they will be ruin their chances, the Aussies. They've had a couple of opportunities in the second half, late down in the second half of this game, and they've put the ball down. So that's no good. So we've got a scrum and feed going down, 15 metres out. This is Papa Rowe's son going on, I think. KL's gone into dummy half, so I think he'll run the ball. Yeah, he's off. He's like a racehorse. He's through. They just got him. Good run, KL. Great run, KL. The referee, you can hold him down all day. The referee doesn't care. I think he should stick. Our local referees will be doing a better job than that, but that's only my opinion. Here we go again. Here's Tua. He's off. Go Tua. They won't stop him. Go Tua. Tua's off. He's over. Great try. Great try to the locals. Great footballer, Tua. If you don't tackle him, he'll make you pay.
Hey, try.
Good footballer, Tua. Good football, full stop. He's playing for the Tupapa Panthers at the moment, and he's a star. One of my favourite players. And walking down the steps there is John Whittaker, ex-New Zealand Kiwi captain, Cook Island man, captain New Zealand in a lot of tests. And we've got a lot of good old footballers that are Cook Islanders are here. And John Whittaker's one of the fiercest competitors you've ever seen. He hated the Australians. And all he wanted to do, he always tells me, Pop, all I wanted to do was bash up Wally Lewis. But this has been a great game of football. KL's coming off, walking like a wounded digger, but he's had a great game, that boy. Good footballer and very humble. Lovely young bloke. He's a credit to the Cook Islands and he's a credit to his family. Junior's going to take his time. He knows the game's just about over and he's half a chance of kicking this. He's having a good day with the boot. It's up in the air, it's heading the right way, but it's missed. So the score's 38-28 and the locals are home.
38. 28.
And the locals are home. Only got a couple of minutes to go.
Because there's nothing there.
And the MC for the game's got a good sense of humour. He's looked at the scoreboard. There's no score on the scoreboard. But we do have a few little problems over here, and we try and rectify them as we go along. There's a deep kick. Oh, it's been knocked back. Up we go. And there's full time. And the game is over. And it's a great win to the locals. 38-28. And my man of the match is KL Hero. Great footballer, great game, scored 3 tries. Followed by Tuaravulu and Tamahunter in the Australians. They all tried hard, but you can only have one winner. And it's been a great game of football. And it's on for young and old on Monday. It's on for young and old on Monday, the same team. So if you enjoyed that game, get out to the ground here on Monday because the same 2 teams are playing and it'll be on for young and old again. So from the cameraman and owner of Bucket TV, Dave Roofer, and myself, Papa Graham, I hope you enjoyed our coverage, and we'll see you live streaming on Monday from the same football field. Thank you and good night.
Thank you.